Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for our second episode of the Pokemon Stadium 2 playthrough. If you missed the last episode that went up yesterday, feel free to check that out. We have begun our challenge of Gym Leader Castle in Pokemon Stadium 2. That's right, we're picking up where we left off at the end of Stadium 1, which we never did complete due to the fun interpretation of percentages on the computer side. And we are trying again with Stadium 2. The reason I want to do Gym Leader Castle first is because once you do complete it, I believe you get access to a move tutor that will teach a previously learnable move to a Pokemon on the team. First and foremost, my priority is to try to get Moonlight on Fluffy the Clefable, and that's what we're going for. So let's continue. We did go into Aelia Gym. We beat the first trainer yesterday after a long struggle against a Shuckle, if you can believe that. But we are on trainer number 2 in the Stadium? Gym Leader Castle. Whatever. We've even beaten grown-ups before. We're up against a couple of twins here with a bunch of baby Pokemon. Alright, so we see some weaknesses to Ice. In fact, quite a few weaknesses to Ice. The Pikachu is kind of threatening, though. In fact, since a lot of those things weak to Ice are also weak to Electric, Zapdos is the lead. Now, I can bring... Well, the weaknesses to Ice are also weaknesses to Fire. We don't have any fighting attacks on the team, so it can't really get super effective on the Jigglypuff or Clefable. But I could go for Sprout. I'm going to bring Sprout for this one. And between Blaze and Articuno, probably Blaze. No, Articuno has super effective Mudslap on that Pikachu. So Blaze can sit this one out. Zapdos, Sprout, and Articuno are the Pokemon for this battle. Alright, now I like the designs of all the gyms. Like, each one has a different design. They did in the first game as well. But in this one, everything seems a little bit more detailed and more kind of fleshed out. You see, like, there's cobwebs in the background here in the Bug-type gym. So, we see Clefable is the lead. I can go for Thunder Wave double teams. Let's do that. I'm going to paralyze Clefable, first of all. Hopefully they're not thinking the same thing and going for a Thunder Wave of their own. But look at the spider webs back there. I don't know, I really like the look of spider webs. I know it sounds kind of creepy, maybe, but, You spoke? That's cool. So... Since we lost our attack stat, I'm not going to probably want to go for double team, because I'm going to want to switch out at some point. But let's go with the Thunder Shocks right now. Try to get some good damage off. But Spiderwebs always look kind of cool as like a decoration. And, I mean, I'm not afraid of spiders exactly, but you could say I'm a little creeped out by them at, sometimes. So wait, our attack is down, your special defense just went up. I'm thinking now's the time to switch. Let's go into Sprout and throw a Leech Seed off. But yeah, cobwebs are always kind of cool looking. I like the art of the, I think, Generations expansion of Pokemon TCG with the Paris, where it's hiding in a tree trunk and there's some cobwebs and spiderwebs over it. Just, they can look really pretty. Oh, we switched at the right time! We double resist Absorb. Do you think they're going to get a Self-Destruct or Explosion? It's going to be interesting to see. But let's go ahead and Leech Seed up. And we can go for Solar Beam. Now, is there an item that, like Power Herb, that can... Come on, really? I'm trying to think if there's an item that is like the, Power Herb, but I don't think there is in Generation 2. Now, the question is, what generation did it come into play? So, we're going to go for the Leech Seed. We can't miss a second time. I think it's like 90% accurate. So, that first miss, it's acceptable. The second miss would not be, but we don't get that second miss. We land that one. And every turn, we're going to drain a little bit of HP away as the Surf does nothing to us.
That didn't accomplish much.
Exactly. And the Leech Seed heals us all the way back to full. Now's the time for Solar Beam. Of course, got to spend one turn charging. But this is the generation. They did give us the Sunny Day attack. If I did have Sunny Day, I could fire that off immediately, which is cool. I like how they put in the weather conditions like that, and certain things are affected by it. A light tap of 50 damage on Sprout for the Seismic Toss. Leech Seed will heal us up nicely, of course. And just as the light screen falls, we're firing that Solar Beam off. Are we going to get the KO on Clef? I'm going to say yes, probably. And even if we don't, I'm pretty sure Leech Seed will finish it up. Down goes the Clefairy. Alright. So, first Pokemon down. Down it goes indeed. I'm wondering how many gym leaders are in Goldenrod Gym. Or, sorry, not gym leaders. How many trainers? Because if it is just Whitney, we should be able to clean up that gym as well. So here we see Ladybug. I'm thinking we gotta switch. Get some super effective damage off. Zapdos or Articuno? This thing can learn Light Screen, but maybe it can learn Reflect as well. But we're going to go to Zapdos, go for the powerful Drill Peck, super effective. Not as powerful as a Thunderbolt would be, but we don't have access to Thunderbolt in this generation. Hopefully, when we get to Gen 3, Zapdos can be the target to learn Thunderbolt from the TM. Sweet Scent.
Such a sweet scent.
I like how they do have some dialogue with the trainers, too. It makes it more interactive with them. But, super effective Drill Peck is the way to go. Will it be enough to get the KO?
Ow, Drill Peck. It's super effective.
Okay, it is. I didn't think it was going to be. Sorry for going silent, but I was just really eagerly awaiting to see what happened. I've said this, I think, just in a recent episode of Silver. I like the way Ladybugs look, and I really like that they made Ladybug into a Pokemon for Gen 2. Not that I use it, but it's nice to look at. And apparently, from what I've heard, Sunkern has the lowest base stats total of any Pokemon in any generation. Will it survive the Drill Peck from Zapdos?
Will this do it?
I'm thinking no. Alright, down it goes. So that means Sunflora probably doesn't have the best stats either, but at least they'd be better than Sunkern. But Trainer number 2, or Trainer 2 and 3 technically, are down in Aelia Gym. We're now on to Bugsy the Gym Leader, so all things considered, probably Blaze might be a good lead, as Min and Lin are finito. Uh-oh! Alright, Bugsy, what do you have working for you? Of course, we're going to continue. We're not going to suspend this. We're on a roll. Why would we quit this? Alright, Gym Leader battle. Ready? I'll show you just how tough bug Pokemon can be! Larvitar's not a bug Pokemon. I mean Pupitar. Neither is Weepinbell, but everything here is weak to fire, except that Pupitar. I keep saying Larvitar. Okay. I'm probably thinking I'll lead Articuno. I'm bringing Blaze as well. That's the wrong button. How do I clear? There we go. So Articuno's the lead. Blaze is next. And Ice will be good against a lot of these things. So Fluffy is also coming with the Ice Punch. I'm gonna get some Ice Beam from Articuno, Ice Punch from Fluffy, and just plain old Fire Blast from Blaze if necessary. Let's do this. As I expected, they're going to lead with that Rock type. Now then, is Ice Beam going to be enough to bring this thing down? Water Gun's double super effective, but Ice Beam is stab, plus it could freeze, plus it's a lot more powerful. So let's see if Pupitar can handle this. It is Rock and Ground type. Of course, if it evolves into Tyranitar, it becomes Rock and Dark. So it survives that.
Wow, Rock Slide. Drill the weakness.
That wasn't nice. I could have Mud Slap to start with. Would have been super effective, plus lower the accuracy. Huh. But we're going to go to Blaze right now. Dragon Breath this Pupitar, take it out, and that's the only thing that he can't Fire Blast. Everything else can take a nice, powerful Fire Blast, or maybe even an Ember, depending on what it is. But, as I say, first and foremost, Dragon Breath this Pupitar out of the way. No more Rock Slides for you.
Here comes Dragon Breath.
Down it goes. Alright. So that is the first one down. Seriously, that's not a bug type, Bugsy. You call yourself a bug master? Look at his face. Oh, this can't be happening! Alright, Pokemon number 2 can be the Pinsir. No, the Scyther, though. And that is one of the Pokemon he used as the Gym Leader battle. Fire Blast. I didn't mention it for Faulkner yesterday, but he did use a Pidgeot. Now, of course, he had Pidgey and Pidgeotto for his team in the Silver playthrough. But he must have evolved them up. Or at least one of them. So let's go Fire Blast on Scyther. Hope we connect. We do. I don't think Scyther's taken that. Alright, one more Pokemon remaining as the Scyther collapses on the other side. Look at the size of the tree back there, too. Now, there was a tree in the gym back in Silver, wasn't there, I think? Plus, it shows the... Now, I said this yesterday. It shows the Zephyr badge in behind the gym in Violet City. You see the Hive badge marked on that sign back there as well, so that's kind of cool. Wonder if the plane badge will be shown in Whitney's gym. So we land, or we don't land yet. We fire a Fire Blast off. We do connect it. Special defense is kind of decent on Beedrill, but not enough to handle a Fire Blast from Charizard, of course. And we did it. Gym Leader number 2 is down. We've made it to Gym Leader number 3. And, in fact, we have a lot of time left in this episode. So even if there is multiple trainers in Goldenrod Gym, we can probably clear those out. Depending on how many there are, of course. I need to do some more research. And that does lead into something I will explain in a later episode. One of my favorite things in Pokémon Stadium. Or Stadium 2. And we see Goldenrod Gym Whitney. There are 3 trainers. Let's go in as hard-hitting as we can, see if we can clear these out fast. So once more, we're choosing the same team, switch the items around, because of course you can't bring the same held item in on 2 different Pokemon. And Blaze gets the Paralyzed Cure Berry. Zapdos comes in. Articuno's going to come in holding, what was it again, the Ice Berry? Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Let's get this underway versus, who's the first one? Lois, was it, I think? Would you like to see my Pokemon cuties? Alrighty. Yeah, they're all so cute. They actually are. I like Teddiursa and Phanpy. So, what are we looking at for type effectiveness? I'm thinking Zapdos is a good lead. Although, you know what? Sprout is going to be good. We can go for the Solar Beam on a lot of this stuff. We don't have Fighting Stab or Fighting Attacks for Snubbull, Meowth, or Teddiursa. But we do have just some sheer power with Blaze. In fact, we're going to bring Venusaur and Charizard. Let's bring Blastoise also. Blaze, Sprout, and Sheldon for the first battle in Goldenrod Gym. Now let's keep your eyes peeled. Can we see the Plain Badge anywhere in here? So in comes Sprout. Hopefully we see some of those water or ground types. We can go for Solar Beam right away. What was the Plain Badge? It was just like a diamond, wasn't it? I'm leading with a Teddiursa, so that's not the type that's weak to grass that we wanted to see. But we can switch out into somebody else. We'll go into Blaze. We can go for a nice, powerful Fire Blast. But yeah, I don't see the Plain Badge anywhere. Maybe not all the stadiums feature the badge logo. It wasn't the best choice. Wouldn't say it's not the right choice, but since we don't have fighting type attack, we're going to go with what we have. And they go for the Paralyzing Lick Attack. Look at that. Ew, that's disgusting looking. Okay, so Fire Blast is... Should I Fire Blast? I can just go for a couple slashes. I'm going to try Slash, see how much we do with that. We've been landing our Fire Blast pretty good. I don't want to risk the low accuracy going for a miss. Critical Slash. Oh, that wasn't really that much. And they go for their own Slash, and they get stabbed from that. Ouch. Alright, Fire Blast. It is no longer so much assured that a Slash attack will land critical, so I don't want to risk not getting a critical and knocking this thing out. I'd rather risk the miss with Fire Blast, but we land it, and Teddiette is down. So 2 Pokemon left. Blaze has kind of served his purpose at this point. Have to do as much damage as we can before he goes down. And in comes, probably, I'm going to say, the Poliwag, I'm guessing. Nope, Phanpy. So we can Fire Blast this also. Let's go for that. And if Blaze goes down, I'm sure he will, unless he can manage to one-shot this thing. Sheldon can come in and go for some Water Guns. There's the miss. Alright. And Double Edge. I was expecting a rollout, but let's see how much this does. Alright, so down goes Blaze. But our defensive Sheldon can come in next, go for some Water-type attacks. I could even Bide. But let's go for the Stab, super effective. Sheldon, here we go. Now, I like the way they continued Stadium into Stadium 2, so like it's the same models for the first generation Pokemon here, but they've updated, of course, they've added the new Pokemon, and it's cool to see them all interacting like this. Water Gun, not the most powerful move. In fact, I should probably teach him Surf. Since he is a main team member in Silver, it will help us with maneuvering around the Kanto region as well. And speaking of HM moves, here comes a Strength Attack as it breaks the floor of the stadium, but we'll fix it up later. Oh, it's already fixed. There we go. But yeah, Surf might be a better play to go for, especially since Water Gun has no special effect. One more Water Gun and Phanpy does go down as I go for Strength. Our defense is going to handle that nicely though. And hopefully they have a Water type as their last Pokemon so that when Sprout comes in, he can go for the super effective Solar Beam. Phanpy does fall. Now, it's not often I get to see Sheldon outspeed things. He's not the fastest Pokemon, but of course this is just a Phanpy that we're dealing with as it goes down. So, we have one last Pokemon from our opponent, and let's see what it is. Normal type. Okay, so we don't get to use super effective Solar Beam. I wonder if I should go... I'm going to try Bide. I haven't really used that a lot, but we are faster, fortunately, and I'm pretty sure Bide isn't the move like the way it is now where it always goes first. I think it's still based on speed. Now, it's a random choice of between 2 to 3 turns of using Bide and then doubling back that damage. So that is our second turn of Bide. Let's go for another Thunder Punch.
What now? It withstood that.
Alright, now, as long as we can land, or fire off the bide this time, we should be able to drop the Snubble.
Between the two combatants, it's fighting
Of
in
course, we
front.
get 3-turn bide. And they roar us out.
It's disengaged
Now you see
from
Roar
battle.
works differently in Generation 2. It does have an effect in trainer battles.
How will this
I'm gonna Toxic in case they roar again. I was gonna go Solar Beam, but I want to make sure that we're gonna get some damage off on this thing, and Toxic is the way to go. I could also Leech Seed next. Now, do you have Fire Punch? No, go for Thunder Punch again. They could paralyze us. Fortunately, they do not. And we're gonna get some residual poison damage. Now I am gonna Leech Seed just to speed things along. They did fix the Leech Seed Toxic combo in Generation 2, so the fact that Toxic is gonna increase in damage, it will not be increasing the Leech Seed damage anymore from Gen 2 onward, which makes sense because it shouldn't have done that anyway. But it is unfortunate that. Ow! Speaking of unfortunate, critical Ice Punch. I wonder if it has Fire Punch also, all 3 elemental punches. Roar. We saw the 2 punches. It might have Fire Punch. But now is the time. Go for Solar Beam. Charge it up. We saw a critical Ice Punch, how much that did. We're going to survive another one even if they get critical. You're not going to freeze us. Even if you do, Solar Beam's going to plow right through that ice. Of course, that's not how it works. And they go Takedown.
That's it.
That was painful. But pretty sure after the Recoil, the Toxic, and the Leech Seed, Solar Beam was going to bring this Snubble down. As we heal up to 40 HP, okay, we can survive something, maybe.
Battle is unfolding.
But Snubble has to survive the Solar Beam first of all, of course. Don't think it's going to do that. And down goes Snubble. Alright, so that is the first trainer down. Hopefully, the next trainer won't take that long, because I want to try to get through. I want to try to finish this up today. Finish up Goldenrod Gym. So we're already doing better than we did back in Stadium. We didn't even make it past the second gym leader in that. But it is probably, like I said, because I'm using a much more powerful team this time around. Last Lois is done. I'm not upset. You look like it. And next opponent is going to be this beauty here. By the name of... Actually, it doesn't show the name yet. But what do you have to say for yourself? Well, alright then. I'll play with you for a little while. As Rita has... a number of things that are weak to... What are they weak to? We see a couple normal types. Actually, there's not a lot of type effectiveness, super effectiveness across the board here. 2 normal types, a water, fire, ground, and electric. So very versatile team. Articuno is pretty versatile with all the different moves that he has. I'll bring him. Fluffy... We do have Double Edge and Ice Punch, so Fluffy might be pretty good. And to deal with the Remoraid, we can bring Zapdos with Thunder Shock. Let's do that. Articuno, Fluffy, and Zapdos. In fact, the other 3 Pokemon that we didn't just use a moment ago.
A real beauty.
A real beauty.
Doesn't fall under the spell of this stunning lady.
I think I'll be good, sir. Thank you. That reminds me, though, back in the original Dragon Ball with, what was her name? Ranfan, who used her, like, her femininity to sort of win her the battles. Alright, so I'm thinking switching into Zapdos, but this thing could have Ice Beams. Let's go to Fluffy and go for some Sing attacks, which always land, and then go for some Double Edge.
That Pokemon must not have been the right choice.
Alright, our Clefable comes in. Once again, I want to just reiterate, the Dragon Slayer that got us through the Elite Four back in Silver. I was proud of her. Oh, Psybeam, okay. Now, our special defense is nice. We should be able to handle that easily. Look at that, minimal damage. And let's land the Sing attack, and then go for some Double Edging. So they are faster, okay. I wonder if they lose speed when they evolve into Octillery, because you wouldn't think Octillery, like the Octopus, would be that fast. But maybe it is. I don't really know the speed stat that much. So, do we land? Alright, thank you. We missed so many times against that Shuckle. I'm happy to see that that one lands. Now we go for the Double Edge, because of course Ice Punch is resisted by the Remoraid. Is it ending with 80 because she's like a beauty, like a lady or something? But I like the name Remoraid. And one more. Wait, no, let's go Ice Punch. Save ourselves the recoil. I still think Ice Punch is the way to go. We should be able to get enough damage off and finish this Remoraid up as it continues to slumber on the battlefield. But I don't see the plane badge anywhere. Oh well. Down goes Remoraid. So what else did you have? Nothing that would resist... No, the Ponytail would resist Ice Punch. And if you come in, we can just go for Double Edges, of course. But Mareep does not resist the Ice Punch. You have really good defense, though. But I'm going to stay in. I'm just going to go for the Ice Punch right now, see if we can freeze this thing up. I don't want to switch out into anybody just yet. We do have super effective Mud Slap on Articuno, but this thing is super effective against Articuno with some electric attacks. How about this? You don't even tell me what the attack is? Oh, okay, now I am going to switch out to somebody else, because Zapdos and Articuno are genderless, therefore they cannot be put under Attract. Good thing I brought them with me. So I am switching into Articuno. Hopefully we don't see any sort of electric attack move coming our way. Light Screen. So fortunately, Mud Slap is considered a physical type attack in this generation. Later on, of course, it becomes special based. But we can go for Mud Slap, lower the accuracy, and get around that Light Screen because it is physical. Let's do this, Articuno. How much will we do? We got 91 HP on Mareep here. Less than 30. But we do lower the accuracy at least. So I wonder if Ice Beam might be the way to go. There is, of course, a Thunder Shock. Yeah, it withstood that easily. I'm going to go for one more Mud Slap, and then we'll go for the Ice Beam. See if we can drop the accuracy one more time with this Mareep. Now, I'm pretty sure Mud Slap always lowers the accuracy. I know there's some moves that have a chance to do such things, but I think this is a constant, always going to happen. Pretty sure that is the case. And Thunder Shock goes once more. Does it land this time? No, it does not. Now, normally I would complain if it did, and I'd be like, the game's cheating again! But in that instance, I was going to be okay if it landed, because I only lowered the accuracy twice. But Ice Beam should get the knockout. As one final Pokemon comes in, could have Ponyta, could be the Diglett, or any of the two normal types. What were they? Apom and Sentret, I believe? Let's see which one it happens to be. Diglett, we can easily Ice Beam that. Now, they can learn Rock Attacks, though. Will it have one? No, they're going to go Growl. So I think that just won us the game. And our attack stat is in tatters. But Ice Beam is special. And Stab. And super effective. And Dig D is pretty much done. I forgot about the Light Screen. Alright, you know what? Let's just go Water Gun. Nice Light Tap. Still super effective, but not Stab. Wait, it's going for Slash. Whatever. Let's do this. Water Gun brings the Dig D down. And it might be pushing the episode a little bit too long, but since we're here at the end and ready to take on Whitney, I'm just going to go ahead and hopefully get this cleaned up just in time to end the episode. Now then, do we all remember what happened in Pokemon Silver when we got to Whitney in that playthrough? I remember. Is she going to have Miltank with her? You're strong. I like that. Thank you. Alright, Whitney. Let's do this. And if she has Miltank, how do I deal with it? And I'm sure she has Miltank. Hi, I'm Whitney. Let's get this battle going. Hi, Miltank. And a lot of fully evolved normal types, plus a Gloom for some reason. So I'm thinking probably Articuno, best bet to lead with. We can Mud Slap and lower the Miltank's accuracy. Ice Beam is good against the Gloom and Dodrio as well. Knowing that it has Rollout, I probably want someone defensive. In fact, I'm going to bring Sheldon. If he comes in at a good time as the Miltank going for Rollout, I can Bide. And next Pokemon, probably Fluffy, our own normal type. Ice Punch will be good on the Gloom Dodrio. She can sing the rest of them to sleep, go for some Stab Double Edge. Let's give this a try. Hopefully this isn't the first episode in which we lose a match and have to replay this. And I haven't really decided what's going to happen. If I do lose matches in this, I might just want to speed through to the end and continue onward. So I don't want to waste your time with a bunch of losses. Now then, since I'm leading with Articuno, will she go for Rollout immediately? Because I'm thinking if I do lower accuracy with the Mud Slap, then there's a chance that the Bide strategy with Sheldon would fail. I'm going to go to Sheldon right now, since I think he's probably the most expendable anyway. So come on back, Articuno, and let's send in our biting Sheldon the Blastoise. Fortunately, if they do start Rollout immediately, it's not going to be that powerful, and our defense should be able to handle it for a few turns. Let's do it, Rollout, yep. Look at how it does this. Alright, Bite attack is up. Let's see what happens. So they're going to continue the rollout, of course. They are locked into it. And the second one, so that first one did 12. As long as we get just 2 turns of bide, then we might be able to take this thing down. And assuming they don't land a critical hit. But what are the odds of that? Rollout goes off again. I don't think he's going to survive one more. This is going to be interesting. See what happens. I don't like rollout. Yeah. And now they're fully powered with rollout too. This is their 5th turn of rollout. So, let's go to Fluffy. I don't like Miltank. Let's sing this to sleep. Now, this is the last turn of rollout at least. So, as soon as Fluffy falls, Articuno comes in, mud slaps it. Down she goes. Alright, so go for a couple mud slaps, lower the accuracy. It will not land a single rollout again after that. And then just ice beam the entire way through. I've got a strategy figured out. This is how we win. So, mud slap, as I say. You can land that first rollout. Go ahead, you're welcome to. I don't care, you're not going to land anymore. There we go. Double super effective, of course. One more will drop us, but they're going to miss everyone since we mud slap. Glance right off, but fortunately the accuracy drop is what I was going for. So they will miss their next rollout because they simply have to, otherwise this game's not fair. But let's see what they decide to do. Thank you! Alright, which means if they do land another rollout, at least it will not be enough to knock us out unless it's critical. Now we're going for the ice beams for the most powerful damage we can get off. -2 accuracy. The target stats must be in tatters, I think he said. And you're just a one-trick pony, aren't you, Miltank? You know, you could try Milk Drink, you could try something else. But you land the rollout, of course. And can we freeze you solid? No. But at -2 accuracy, what are the odds that you can actually land this next rollout? Let's wait and see this together, folks. Thank you! However, as confident as I am being, I am scared because, of course, pretty sure the computer is going to choose to land the next rollout. And therein lies the problem playing against a computer opponent. I can't choose to land my hits. Stomp. Miss! Yes! Alright, Ice Beam. Should drop the Miltank. But is there anything that Articuno can do to finish up the rest of Whitney's Pokemon? I'm gonna say probably no. Not at the HP that he's at. If I had taught him Roost, I would be cheating because Roost does not exist in Gen 2. But I kind of wish it did at this point. Send in the Gloom. You're fast. You're gonna stomp me. I don't like this. So this is the first loss. I'm calling it right now. Or you can just headbutt too. So we will come back in the next episode as I complete defeating Whitney, and we'll pick it up from there. So feel free to leave me a comment, folks. Let me know what you thought of this particular battle of today's episode of Pokémon Stadium 2. I am not allowing Stadium 2 to defeat me, as Stadium 1 did, I will admit that. We are going to get through and complete this whole move tutor thing, defeating the Elite Four and all that stuff. So come on back next weekend on Saturday as we finish up with Whitney. Probably just going to come in at the final hit, basically, and just show off from there. And then continue on into the 4th gym. But with that, Professor Chaz is signing off for the weekend. I'll catch you next time.